the sun's coming out. That's nice. Greetings, plant people, and welcome back to my jungle. So I'm a little bit late with this because June ended a lot quicker than I thought it would, but I'm going to show you some of my June favourite plants because my favourite plants constantly rotate anyway, so I thought I'd just show you what I'm kind of in love with at the moment. Okay, so the first one is this gorgeous Maranta. I can't pronounce the sciencey name, but it's just the classic green one, but it's variegated. I'd been looking for one of these for quite a while because I've been on a bit of a Maranta kick. I've got 2 over there, 1 behind me somewhere, and 2 over there. Yeah, you could say I'm a bit obsessed with them. I just think they're stunning. Like, I love how the variegation goes on the where is it? The brownie bits as well, kind of looks kind of more orange. Super beautiful. Yeah, I've heard people say that they're a little bit tricky, but I've been okay with my other Maranta, so I think, fingers crossed, it should all be good. Oh, beautiful. I want to get this as big and bushy as possible. Okay, next one, a classic, just a Mandula pothos. Oh, look at that new leaf growing in there. So I need to take this label off. You see that new leaf? Cool. I might need it. Oh, should I? Oh, there it is. Freed it. I freed it. Yeah, so I never used to really be that into these guys because they look a bit like Enjoy, and I'm also not the biggest fan of that either, even though I have one. But I don't know, since it's kind of pushed out all these different coloured leaves, like look at this one. Beautiful. Also, if you hear some weird cheering, I think the rugby's on, and when there's rugby on, I always hear cheering from my neighbours and it's really annoying. But oh my goodness, that is beautiful. I love how it's got all these different kind of shades of green and each leaf is completely different. So yeah, what's your favourite kind of pothos / epipremnum? Because I've been leaning towards this one or the Cebu Blue. That one's beautiful. But yeah, this one grows downstairs and it's starting to trail off, which I'm very excited about, and I want it to grow I want it to vine round the room, basically. That's what I like to do with all my pothos, except for my Epipremnum pinnata variegata, which is just out of camera view. You know, see the pole there? That's the one I'm trying to grow nice and big because I want it to get big fenestrations. I haven't managed to get that on any of my pothos yet, so fingers crossed with that as well. On to the next one that I can't pronounce. This is a Calathea, and then it begins with a W, and I've never been able to say it out loud or spell it for that fact. Yeah, it's one of the velvety ones, and I got this only as a baby at the beginning of my plant journey because I heard that they can be very dramatic and very picky, and I haven't had the best track record with Calathea. I have killed quite a few, but this is one of the ones that I haven't killed yet somehow, and it's in this gorgeous little pot that I did myself at a little ceramic cafe. If you ever do that, so fun. 10 out of 10 recommend. Probably should have done another coat on the purple, but we live and we learn. My goal is to get this one huge, because imagine how cool and rewarding that would be, because when I got this it had only 2 leaves and it was about this big. I'm obsessed with any leaf that is smooth and velvety. I'm a big fan of textured plants, and I think the leaves are just absolutely gorgeous. Like, how can you not like that? How can you not like that? It's probably due a bit of a water actually. This is my reminder. Okay, so the next one. Oh, move that. That's a self-watering thing. There's also a pomegranate seed just randomly growing in there. I'm just leaving it in there. It seems to be having fun. But look at this brand new leaf. So this is just the Alocasia cuculata, or can't talk, cuculata or red secret. No, not cuculata. Cuprea. There we go, made it eventually. And I love this one because it's super alien looking. It has been a bit of a diva in the past, but it seemed to have bounced back. When the new leaves come in, they're a little bit lighter and then they kind of harden off into this weird dark red / brown / green, if that makes any sense. It's just so alien-like. Oh look, imagine if that was my face. I also like the way they dance as well. They're like, it looks like it has abs, like these little bits. So my goal with this one is to grow it nice and mature, because I would love to propagate loads more from the corms and just have a whole army of red secret alocasia just everywhere. What alocasia do you find easy that people don't? Because I think this is my one so far, because alocasias are so temperamental, aren't they? Whew. Well, I know. And the next one, I think I've talked about this before on my channel, but it's just the classic Syngonium tri-leaf wonder, and I don't see nearly enough people talking about this one. I just love it because it's very philodendron-y. And it doesn't even really look Syngonium. It looks almost a bit like the what's it called, UPI or something? Or even almost a bit anthurium-like. But the way it grows, this is just a cutting from the big plant that I've got downstairs. It does grow upwards as a philodendron would. Take a shot every time I say philodendron. But if you can get your hands on one of these, they're not usually too expensive. I very, very much recommend you do. It's one of the easiest plants I've ever had. I've had it since, well, the mother plant I've had since the beginning of my plant journey, and that's been about 4 years now. And it's one of the ones that have lasted me trying to figure out how to look after plants. So yes, get some, do it, and they root very easily as well. Right, the last one is around my room somewhere. I don't want to pretend this is the end of you and me. Okay, so the next one is just the classic string of hearts, but the silver glory. I held back on buying one of these for quite a long time because they look very similar just to the normal one. I saw this in a small selection of string of hearts in betwixt just the normal ones. I was like, silver glory, mine. And I've got it in this gorgeous little pot with little legs because it adds a bit of height for when it kind of trails down. I just think it's very nice. I want to get this one nice and long. My variegated string of hearts, before I chopped it down because it needed it, was about this long, but it got a bit scraggly, which is why I chopped it down. But they bounce back super easy, don't need to water them very much. And I just think that's the most beautiful plant ever. Like, isn't it crazy how nature made heart-shaped leaves and made them this beautiful as well? I really want to get, I think it's called, it's either string of spades or string of hearts, Orange River. I don't know if they're actually orange. I just want to, once I've got one kind of plant, I want to collect them all, kind of how I am with Maranta and Pothos. So far I have the normal, I have the variegated, and now I've got the silver. Whoop whoop. Okay, last but not least is a bit of a weird one, and you'll see why. So this is just a classic air plant, and it didn't actually come in the It didn't actually come in this snail shell. It did have a Dischidia in there, Dischidia. I still don't know how to say that, but I didn't like it in there. It was a bit root bound and I couldn't water it properly because it's got a bit of a hole and stuff. It was just nah. So instead I found this gorgeous little home for this air plant, and I just think it looks so weird, and I like that it's like woo woo. Oh, it's a bit hypnotizing. Anyway, yeah, I did used to have a small baby air plant, but it kind of fried when I went on a holiday, and there was a heat wave here, and my room's in the attic, so it can get quite hot in here. So it was a crispy little ball. So I got a new one. Yeah, so I think that's all of the plants. Well, I've been loving a lot of plants, but here's just a few of them that I've been really into. Let me know. This is too distracting. So let me know what plants you've been absolutely loving this June, even though it's now July. I would love to know, maybe get some inspo. I am on a plant ban though at the moment because I've been buying too many plants. It's getting a bit ridiculous. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll leave all my social medias down below. I'll see you in the next one. Have a lovely day, evening, or whatever. Bye.